talk to you about foods that boost your mood because I think it's really truly important for people to be in a good mood, to not be depressed. And when things don't go your way, sometimes you can fall into a slump. And we don't want anyone to fall into a long-term slump and have to take, any kind of medication for this type of thing. So it's really important to know what to eat when you're feeling blue, and also to keep you from falling into that state, like falling into a downward spiral. So one of the things for sure is feel good greens. And the dark green leafy vegetables are especially rich in vitamins, and they may help reduce symptoms of depression. And the folate is needed in the brain for the synthesis of mood chemicals like norepinephrine, serotonin, and dopamine. And so you want to keep those levels up, and that will help to improve your mood as a starting point. And then, of course, it won't do that. Number 2. So number 2 is happy fruit, and oranges and papaya are high in vitamin B6 and folic acid, which both have been found to be lacking in studies in patients who suffer from depression. Now, I know also that pineapple is also very good for spiking up your mood. And even if you just think of like the taste and the zing and the flavor, like just thinking about it puts you in a happy mood. And berries of all sorts are antioxidants, so they are excellent for killing all the bad guys in your system, helping to knock them out. And so again, that helps to improve your mood. And let's see what number 3 is. Here, number 3 is fish oil, which I agree with, but they're showing a picture of salmon, and I don't know, I'm getting a message from the Holy Spirit. Maybe it's just for me personally to stay away from salmon at this point in time, and actually a lot of fish. I think it has to do with the metals, the metals that they're finding in them. So, but the good news is there's other ways to get omega-3s, and that's really what it is. That is the mood elevating factor here. So you could also just do a search on omega-3s on the internet, and you'll find some other sources that are rich in that particular factor, and that should help you out there. For number 4, we have the mood enhancer for those with a taste for the exotic, a little bit of saffron. And this is a spice made from dried stigmas of crocus plants from the Middle East, and it's popular in Spanish and Indian cuisine. And it's been used to treat depression as well. And it's also nerve calming medicinal license in Tibetan healing practices. And I also know that cinnamon is another one that is great for boosting your mood. And there are others too, but I'll just let you do a bit of research on that yourself, and then you can get to know more about spices. And now moving on to number 5, of course, they're going to show chocolate. The powers of chocolate by age 2, mood boosting, definitely. Now it should be, I believe it is 80 or 90% cocoa is really the best for you. The true authentic, not the milk chocolate. You want to stay away from that. That will just spike your sugar, and then your mood will actually drop. So you want to get 70, 80, or 90% pure cocoa. And I can't believe this here. It actually says that studies have shown, excuse me, that the chocolate contains chemical compounds that can have similar effects on the brain as marijuana. Okay, if that works for you, I mean, I've never been into that myself, but for those who have a fix, maybe you could trade one off for the other, you know? And it's very serotonin boosting carbs, is what it says. And I want to see now what number 6 is. Oh, yes, this is a plant which can help you immensely. The thing is, though, it's called St. John's Wort, but you cannot drink on it, and you have to be careful what you mix with it. So I would actually use this as a last resort. It tells you here, in 2009 review of 29 international studies, St. John's Wort came out ahead of placebos as a treatment for depression and was effective in treating mild to moderate depression, as several popular prescription antidepressants were not able to back up those claims. Oh, it says, however, 2 other studies conducted in the U.S. were not able to back up those claims. Well, I think it's really, we have to be careful when we read stuff on the internet, because there is the money-making aspect that's always kind of mixed in here. It's mixed in kind of in a read between the lines kind of way. So I would say, and I'm not a doctor, I'm not giving any advice, I'm just saying what I would do. I would try it out myself and see if it works for me, if it mixes well with my system. It's not something you're supposed to stay on long term, from what I've read. Now, another alternative, funny, notice the pretty yellow flower. Another alternative is to burn lemon incense or lemon oil, which you can buy. And so if you just set up a candle and put a few drops of lemon oil in there, that will boost your mood. And anything that's kind of in the refreshing sense will pick up your mood and spike it right up beautifully. Like, it's funny that green is in this picture also, because mint is another one of those things that can do that for you. So I would recommend that you go online and look up the different oils, and they often will post exactly what they'll do for you. Okay, here we are at number 7. And you definitely need to have some carbs in your diet. Too many is not good, though, either, but you definitely need to have some. Don't cut them out altogether, or you will find you're a wee bit grumpy. So here they're showing oatmeal, which is quite nice, and they're showing some nuts, and it looks like cinnamon or maybe maple syrup. Maple syrup has some beneficial qualities to it as well, and so does honey. Honey's another great natural medicinal type food. So if you're going to have a bagel, what I would say is have half the bagel for breakfast with a few other things, maybe a piece of fruit or a yogurt, some protein, and then, or an egg. And then for lunch, have the other half of the bagel. Don't eat the whole thing at once. It's too much sugar for you, for your body, because your body, turns it to sugar. But if you eat half with, say, cream cheese on it for breakfast, and then the other half at lunch with a salad or something like that, then your body doesn't react in a negative way and pack on the pounds, basically. So there you have it. There's some mood-boosting foods, and I really hope that puts you in a good mood. Okay, take care. Bye now.